We're here in San Diego today. I'm headed to my doctor's office. I just parked Miss Elsie. And just as I have to give Miss Elsie gas and oil and maintenance, we have to do the same thing for ourselves. So today I'm going to the doctor. I'm going to talk about self-care, self-love, self-discipline, and all those good old self things we all should be doing. But we're not. On today's episode of Driving Miss Elsie. Tainted love, oh, tainted love. We don't want any tainted love today. Tainted love. Now you guys know I can't sing, but that's an appropriate song for what I want to talk about today, which is self-love, self-care. And for many of us, just take this mask off for a second. For many of us, tainted love is the self-love that we feel and we have. And I want to think about what is the self and what is love. That sounds like a simple question, but it's not. For many people, the self is what they think is their ego, or what they think is what belongs to them, or what is apparently seen or felt. That's not the self. If anything, that's the little self thing, little s self. But what is the big self? Like, where do we all come from? What are we all doing here? In my mind, in my life, if you look at my Facebook page, I think I have my bio. I say something like, went to Princeton, worked for Oprah, won 4 Emmys, and have even been in a car with Vanna when I was on the Wheel of Fortune. And then I say, but now I'm driving Miss Elsie, because the truth of the matter is this: none of those things matter. None of that outside appearance. I mean, it was all great to, like, for example, win the 4 Emmys. But there was a time in my life where I couldn't see them. I used to hide them under my bed because I was too ashamed after I lost my Oprah job and had lost jobs due to addiction and mental health issues. I couldn't see those Emmys because they reminded me of too much pain, too much loss. And I hid them under my bed for years. So that's what I mean, like, to that little essence self, those Emmys were a big deal. But to the greater self, they mean nothing at all. Because the reality is, we are all one. I know when I first heard these phrases like we are all one and what is the self, and oh, there's the big R reality and there's the little reality. And I would just feel like, what the hell are these people talking about? It really is a spiritual matter. It really is something that you feel. Thank you for all the likes. I'm getting likes on my phone right now from people liking my videos. Keep doing it. But what I wanted to say was, that is something we all have to come to terms with. We have to come to terms with who we feel we are and what is really real. So let's put that aside for a second, because that might be new to a lot of you, but not new to some of you. But then what is love? We have songs, goodness, some being very popular right now. A bunch of you are like clicking and liking and loving. Keep doing it. What I want to say is that, what is love? What is it? Is it an emotion? Is it a sentient being, feeling? If love is all there is, and all you need is love, well, it is all you need. But how do you do it? And how do you procure that for yourself? Back to self-love. Some of the things that I do, I ground myself with yoga each day. So much so, I'm not that great at it, but I'm going to become certified in it, because it will just deepen my practice and deepen my knowledge of bringing myself into my body. Yoga means union, yoke. And that's what we're doing today. We're yoking the word self and love together. And like my love for my car, guys know I just love Miss Elsie. I love her, not more than life itself, but I do love Miss Elsie, and I know she's not a real thing, a real person. I don't think she is anyway. But the reason I named my car was because I thought if I had a car in a while, but if I named my car and treated her just the way I wanted to be treated, taking care of her, making sure that she's got gas and oil and clean and all those things, then it would remind me to do the same things for myself. So it's kind of an inside joke for me, but it also is something that I daily do. I daily get in the car. I daily want to make sure that Miss Elsie is taken care of. Same thing for myself. And when we fall into things that are less than ourselves, which I've done. I've been through very dark periods with drugs, many periods, up and down and in and out and in and out. And I remember, and this is for everyone out there who's dealing with recovery, there is another day, and there's only today. So today, I'm doing what I need to do for my self-care. Just came from the doctor, all my blood work, and I'm physically in good shape and all that wonderful stuff. But the little things that I do every day, the yoga, the look at the diet. I was vegan for a while, but I'm not anymore. But those things count. Do not dismiss all the little things that you do each day to love yourself. I want to share with you my favorite poem. It's by Derek Walcott, and it's called Love After Love, and it really speaks to what I'm talking about when I talk about self-love and what it looks like to see yourself again. It goes something like this. The time will come when, with elation, you will greet yourself arriving at your own door, in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome and say, sit here, eat. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine, give bread, give back your heart to itself, to the stranger who has loved you all your life, but you've ignored for another who knows you by heart. So, take down the photographs from the bookshelf, the love letters, the empty notes. Peel back your own image from the mirror. Sit. Feast on your life. I love that poem. That's what I'm talking about. It's that self-love. It's the peeling back your image, peeling back the things that you thought were important. In my case, the Emmys, the open job, the working the salary, to making all the money I was making but not saving. The LeGrand story. Now here on Driving Miss LC, we talk about what's your self-love story. That's what I'm talking about. That's the love after love. That's the stuff that matters. Not the things, not the titles. All nice. But self-love is the greatest prize you could ever have. Well, I'm signing off today for today's Driving Miss LC. I hope you enjoyed. We have more coming of these, 2 or 3 times a week. Stay tuned.